Hello everyone and welcome back to Metaphor. Last time we barely escaped the sandworm's ass.
Onward.
What a sentence to be saying out loud, huh? And made it to Heismay's hideout. We've come this far, we'll find him no matter what it takes. Should we go capture Heismay? Let's
So we
go.
bring the fight to them.
This bounty will be perfect for helping us stand out at the exhibition. Let's make sure we succeed. I am a little sick. Oh wow, that's bigger than I expected. I hope it's not very audible. But yeah, my nose is kinda clogged. Just a bit. This area is massive, though I could expect no less considering the occupants. What's that at the bottom? An underground lake?
Look.
Hey look, there's a hut on the shore of the lake.
What the?
So he really has been living here, no wonder no one's been able to catch him yet.
However,
Something is amiss though. If that truly is his hideout, how might he keep his victims here once kidnapped? Maybe a cellar of some kind, like beneath? Basement, that's the word I'm looking for.
look.
This place must be home to countless monsters. A child would not survive even half a day. Now that you mention it, you got a point. This doesn't seem like the kind of place where you could hide a lot of people. Then we'll drag the truth out from him. For now, let's check the place out.
I'm heading out.
Alright. I
see the enemy.
Suppose I'll try taking these out.
Let's take
They're
them
the
on.
same type of enemy we saw in the Govern Forest. Effects of inclement weather. If you enter a dungeon when the weather is bad, enemies become stronger. Oh good. Stronger enemies grant more experience, but you will not receive a turn icon bonus when striking their weakness. Ah. Okay.
Here's through! Just one left!
I shall fight us the. Yeah.
They are pretty weak,
I see you!
right? I didn't take him out. Great. I mean, he's still stunned, we're fine. But yeah, that's a curveball, huh? No extra turns for striking weaknesses. I did not expect that.
Great find. Keep it.
Yeah. More enemies.
Right there!
Right in the weak.
We have the edge! There's no escape!
Only two of them once again.
I won't hold back!
That'll do.
I mentioned
that's
it,
all of them.
like, I believe last time, I'm not quite sure, but I'm still recording these in 2024. And it's so weird to think that they're gonna be coming out in 2025. Speaking of that, I guess,
I see the
Happy
enemy.
New Year!
Right.
This should be out, like, on the 5th or so, so... Yeah, the year just started.
Let's rush them.
Keep it going.
But I'm still here in the past.
Finish off.
It's very, very strange. I hope it's been treating everyone well. I for sure won't be very happy. I have most of my final exams for my first semester on January, so
Is that the end?
I might have to put a small hiatus on the series,
Cat?
like until February, or like the very end. I want to take this one down. Come on.
Hope this hits!
Nice.
Okay, let's give this all we've got!
First move.
We'll do this together!
Coordination is key.
Let's do this!
I love this animations. It's so silly.
Oh, right. I've got a new weakness.
Wealth is its own weapon. Stronger than a sword at times.
Now I think I'm going to pass
All yours.
twice
Sworn oath of knighthood. I'll
just
stay
to
my blade.
make completely sure that it won't move. And now
Come on!
We go for the
It
kill.
wasn't enough?
I shall. Are you prepared? Hack and slash.
Alright, I don't get extra turns. Like, it also counts towards the elemental ball thingies.
Satisfactory.
Wow.
That'll do it.
That's bad.
Nice
Less
find.
water, that is
Looks like
good.
it could be useful.
Cat?
Lots of
There they
blood
are. Come on.
pads.
Act fast, and we'll win this.
Oh, 3 of them.
I won't hold back.
Shouldn't be a problem.
Here's through.
What?
Now, what's
It is weakness.
2 remaining.
Only 2
Double
so
do.
far. Stay sharp.
One of these punches might take it out.
Walk it already got
Yep.
one.
Good.
Who's next?
Tis done.
And we can take it out completely with normal attacks.
Finish them off.
Wasn't
We're
enough?
clear.
Yeah, tougher than I thought.
I see you.
We're probably going to fight Heismay. I wonder if he's also going to be affected by the bad weather.
Okay.
We made
I
short
hope
work of
not.
them.
I mean, he might not even have a weakness considering
the
he's a
enemy.
boss.
Tis our
Although
opening
some of the
match.
bosses so far have had weaknesses. Most of them have, right? Like the only one I can think of that doesn't, that didn't have a weakness was Sorba.
Wealth is its own.
Or at least I didn't find his weakness. He might have had one.
One remaining. Hulkenberg's
done,
got this
Hulkenberg.
handled. Only one
Let's make
left.
this quick.
Finish them off and we're clear.
Yeah, because
What a finale.
the optional dragon had a weakness.
The next one will fall just as easy.
We made short work of them.
The large human
Ah,
at the courtyard had a weakness as well.
Look,
Captain Klinger, I can't remember if he had a weakness or not. Huh. Oh well, it doesn't matter. We're here.
That should be it. We don't know what's lurking inside. Stay vigilant, everyone.
Tracks. Something small crawled here.
probably the larvae of the giant sandworms, right? This place is bound to be chock full of them. Maybe what happened is that people mistook the human for some subspecies of the sandworms. Not that they're anything alike.
Ugh. Even the memory of being eaten puts a twinge in my nose. I'd rather it stay numb.
Stop fussing over a smell. You'll attract the enemy.
I just heard something. It can't be.
Gallica, which way is the sound coming from?
Shh! Be quiet! No, they're footsteps. Someone's coming this way.
No.
Keep your guard up.
Who's he?
It's coming back!
How do you know where it's hiding?
I think it's gone somewhere.
Are you the man we seek?
Name yourselves.
You mean this is Heismay?
I didn't expect a chief.
He's a chief.
Never seen one in the flesh. We're but another lesser tribe the city dwellers don't care for.
Oh,
We owe you a debt, it seems.
but the poster had like some huge dude in an armor. What the hell is this?
A Knight of the Crown, are you? Is that why you knew my name? Or perhaps you know it from the wanted posters.
Both, actually.
I flee to the furthest depths, and still they pursue me.
Where are the people you kidnapped?
What are you talking about? Suppose there's no point standing around chatting with someone after my head.
That weapon! So he truly was part of the Shadow Guard.
Shadow Guard?
Eyes front. He's a knight to be reckoned with.
Here I come!
Okay, we're fighting.
I'll not be anyone's captive without a fight. I'll have to provide some less delicate discouragement. No hard feelings. Allow me to use this.
Okay.
There's more Heismays?
To push me this far. I did not give you enough credit. But against my mirage arts, your strength means nothing.
Look out!
Oof, nice. I get the feeling that Heismay's attacks are wavering. Is it just my imagination?
What the? We've got multiple Heismays.
Yeah, but only one of them has a shadow. That's very, very noticeable. Wow. I imagine that's the real one?
Come on!
A blunder.
Got it right.
Was
Okay.
luck on your side? Or perhaps, no matter. I can't back down either way. Here I come. Be neither timid nor arrogant.
Merchant! Hack and slash!
Let us clean up this mess.
I crush you!
Oh,
Be
nice
neither
one.
timid nor arrogant.
And I guess that answers my question of if we do get extra turns against Heismay.
I see. No common cell swords, are you? I was
Now I
saving
have a
this.
gun. Ouch.
Dodged. Nice one.
There it is again. I can feel Heismay hesitating slightly when he attacks me. Huh. Interesting. Are you weak to wind?
Blunder.
No.
You think yourself equal to a Ujief's agility?
For all that we strive for!
I will come forth, royal soul.
One of these.
Still up?
Most impressive.
Maybe I shouldn't go for the kill. Like, if he's holding back, might be for some reason.
You've some grand cause to fight for, I'm sure. But I have my own. I've no intention of being so easily snared.
Ah, there we go. It's over.
Where'd he go? He disappeared just like that.
Even wholly surrounded, too. Tis bad enough that he's skilled, but we have an environmental disadvantage here.
But the very first thing he did was save us from a human, right?
So it seemed. Had he not stepped in, he'd be rid of us, and not have to bother exposing himself. A passing, strange choice for a supposed amoral scoundrel.
Well, we don't know anything for sure yet. Worth noting that the petrification magic didn't kick in either, I suppose.
Our names still mean nothing then. The people's support is not yet strong enough to protect us. 'Tis frustrating, but we must press on.
Should we investigate the hut in the meantime? Maybe we'll find some clues about the kidnappings.
Good plan. Let's take a look first.
The inside's pretty shabby too. By all appearances, he does live here.
Let's do it.
Perfect, let's see if we can find any proof that he's a kidnapper. So, what I'm thinking,
Doesn't it seem like?
Morris led us here, possibly to get rid of us, because of the human sandworm thing. And Heismay doesn't seem to be that bad of a person, at least at first glance. So maybe Morris is the kidnapper and tried to pin it on Heismay.
That's...
There's the mark, the Shadow Guard. He was a knight, I suspect as much when we learned he was a Ujief. But now, is that a different group from the one you were in, Hulkenberg?
The truth is,
Titles and honors go to Clamar, or those who resemble them enough. Other knights work in their shadow, their duties lesser.
I get it now.
Hence the name Shadow Guard then. Discrimination even among the knights, so much for our civilized
even
age.
so,
The Shadow Guard used to go unseen by the public. Parias all. I don't know what that means. Their only focus is skill, and Heismay, he must be dangerously skilled. I mean, we fought him.
Huh.
What is this jar? Should we try opening it? Wait, don't. I've seen such a thing on my travels before. The Ujif tribe has a custom of cremating the dead. They store their bones in an urn for burial. Oh.
I see.
So it's an urn, but judging by the size of it, these are a child's bones. Huh. I feel bad now. He'd not go to such trouble for a child he's abducted. It's only a theory, but I suspect this may be Heismay's own child.
And so,
Yeah, he's but a fallen knight and has a price on his head besides. Under such circumstances, he would not be able to manage a proper burial.
Really?
I suddenly feel a lot bad. A lot bad. Good English. This doesn't look anything like the hideout of a kidnapper. I'll search for more clues.
Look.
Look, all these things have been bundled in multiple layers of cloth.
indeed.
Fairly tight at that. It doesn't seem like anything would break if one were to drop it down.
Hey,
Now that I look around, everything in this room is bound up in cloth, even the floor and walls. Is it necessary to go to such lengths? Strange the more I think about it.
Strange.
Maybe to pack up fast? Child's letter. Oh no.
This is...
no. Is this a letter?
oh, what?
It says, "To Papa, thank you for always working so hard." Oh man. I hope you and Mama stay in love forever. Oh man. Sounds like the writing of a child. If they managed that much script, they must have been well educated. Was this letter written to Heismay? I wonder if the kid saw him as a good father.
So apparently...
I suppose he's been through his own share of woes, but there's also nothing to clear him of the kidnapping charges. We'll have to hear the truth from him. But can we even catch him? He's fast enough to run circles around us. A direct confrontation would be difficult. Would that he had some weakness we could exploit? Would that he had? Weird. We need a way of countering Heismay's agility. Maybe there are some clues in his hut? There's a lot of cloth. I don't wanna do this, man.
In this place.
Right.
That struck me as well. There surely must be some reason. Why does Heismay have so much cloth lying about? Light? No, he also has, I think that there at the very back is a candle, so maybe noise.
That's...
Maybe it helps dampen noise.
Aha.
Noise, that's
Hey.
it. Yay. Do you think those big ears of his are just for show? He's bound to be much more sensitive to sound than we are, and that's how he lives here so safely, I'd wager. In a cave where a sound echoes, it'd be easy for him to hear when the human's
I see.
about. I see, so the cloth is a measure against unnecessary noise. Indeed, I've heard it said that the Ujif have excellent night vision and sensibility to sound.
Then...
So if we make a noise so loud that even we can hardly stand it,
Nice.
worth a shot. Right?
Right then, let's get this plan underway.
Oh god.
Heismay! Come out! Show yourself!
Wow, that's some crazy echo.
Kind of nice getting to let loose. Long as I'm yelling anyway.
Louise! You think you're so bloody untouchable, you bastard?
Hey! Big ugly sandwormy human thing! Even Hulkenberg wouldn't eat you!
Gasp! Rejected by Hulkenberg! The ravenous, all-devouring she-beast of the Knight's Order!
Smack him, please.
Is this? what we've come to? Saying
Ah,
whatever's on our minds? Well, so be it.
Kanika, the sound of your wings keeps me up at night. Stroll, you think you're so smart.
I could probably shout something too. I don't know. Stroll, be more careful.
Stroll, be more careful.
That's right! He's the only reason we're here. Stroll just had to play the hero and take on the request nobody else wanted.
Oh, I'm the only one playing hero here.
Ah! Enough! Stop this infernal din!
Why head first?
What do you think would happen if that monster showed up without my ears working? You'd all be dead. Is this blasted bounty that important to you?
Here's our guest of honor at last. It was never about the money. Children are missing. We can't just ignore a kidnapper.
Kidnapper? I see now. As you were saying before, they've named me a kidnapper. A monster preying on children.
If the charges are false, I would hear it. In truth, even I've come to doubt the allegations.
And why is that, Lady Knight?
You've lost a child yourself, haven't you? I cannot imagine a parent who has endured such pain would kidnap children, much less sell them off.
Hold on. I can't trust a man who does nothing but flee. The people responsible for my home burning. Zorba, who forced the dead to fight on his behalf. Anyone who can't face reality themselves is capable of any low.
True enough. If we lived in a world where words alone proved us just, I'd not be living in this infernal cave. I'm sorry, but I won't go to the gallows before I've even honored my son's death. If you'll not leave me be, then we decide this another way.
So you're finally ready to fight us properly.
Draw steel.
So the real fight starts
If
now.
I'm to take your life, I'll not do it from the shadows. But if you refuse to retreat, then ready your blades.
I don't want to kill him now. I don't think he's actually guilty.
We'll make you talk.
Yes, we shall have the truth from you.
Here I come. 'Tis best you.
Still the same trick. Ah, nice one. I feel hesitation. Could he be wavering about delivering a
Not
fatal
getting
blow?
away this time.
Vitus power.
I haven't healed Hulkenberg, I just noticed.
So, you saw through my illusion. Even so,
Wealth is its own weapon.
Are you prepared? Hack and slash.
a blunder. You think yourself equal to a Yuji's agility?
And must I say
I'm gonna move her to the back line and heal.
This should help.
Dark Sword.
Please.
Okay, manageable. More or less. I don't think you can poison him
Merchant.
at all. It would have happened already if that were so.
Is ever moving to the front with blade
Back
in
to the
hand.
front, and a perfect punch. Good damage,
Is that all?
even if we aren't at max health. Nice. Defense back to normal, so we'll be taking more damage. I'm gonna do this,
Coordination is key.
just because I find the attack fun. And relatively cute-ish. And it's also very strong.
Be neither timid nor arrogant.
I shall vanquish evil.
I'm gonna do a gold attack, we haven't spent money fighting yet. A critical, nice.
Nice one, Stroll.
I'm gonna
I
pass.
defer to you. Only a flesh wound.
I could have actually done Knight's Honor, or whatever the skill is called.
Vitus power.
He's probably going down this turn.
Hit their weakness!
I shall fight as
That's
the
your
noble I
opening,
am.
Captain.
Yeah.
Troll, you gotta
Nice
aim better
miss.
than that.
Like, what if I kill him? I don't want to kill him.
Come!
It'll be fine. It's a game, right? I don't have actual consequences for my
I trust
actions.
you.
He's fine.
Then my fight ends here. What are those strange powers you possess?
See, he's completely fine. Not dead. Interesting boss, though. I guess if you don't notice the shadow thing, you're screwed. But it was really, really noticeable, at least from where I'm sitting and looking at my TV.
I feel stronger.
Might be harder if you don't have as much lighting, I suppose. Who cares, I won. More endurance, please.
I admit, it feels.
I continue to grow.
No new skills for our archetypes.
How'd you cast spells without igniters? What was that?
We'll have our answers first. Did you really kidnap all those people from the castle town?
Look around you, lad. Where would I keep the victims? Besides, I'm but one man. Kidnapping on the scale you suggest would be damn near impossible.
You're saying you were framed? This case even reached the capital, you know. Why would anyone pin such horrors on an innocent man?
Innocent is more generous than most of the world sees me. A Ujif drifter, a disgraced knight condemned by the Sanctists. What couldn't they pin on me? They cast me out, stripped my titles, and put a price on my head. They would even refuse me the right to mourn my child.
That is horrible, but I just noticed, like, he has his ear sliced. Or is that just how UGF's ears are? I don't think so, right? Like the Gauntlet Runner candidate, the other UGF we know about, her ears were fine, right?
And thus, you held back against us, didn't you? You never intended to take our lives. Or perhaps you could not bring yourself to kill a young man.
Just didn't want to make a mess I'd have to clean up.
What do you think? Is Heismay really our kidnapper?
Yeah, she's the cop. No, I don't think so.
I don't think he's the culprit.
I agree. That being said, it is also hard to imagine the town maintaining a groundless bounty so faithfully. 'Twas the Holy Lady who named the price, and the guard captain who thereby took it to the capital. To end this as a case of mistaken identity would disgrace their word.
You think they must have had a reason to suspect him then? So, what's really going on here?
Sounds to me like between the Guard Corps and Heismay, one of them could be lying. Remember when we first arrived? We almost got killed by a beast they told us would be asleep.
You cannot be suggesting the Guard Corps set us up. Absurd! No, it defies all reason. They went to such lengths to place the request.
Only one man lied to us. Only Morris told us about the sand flashes. He's the culprit.
So you think I'm the one lying, do you?
Like I said, we don't make assumptions. If there's anything else you know, we're listening.
You're a strange lot. Fine. Investigate this as you see fit. And if you think I'm guilty by the end of it, put me in chains. What's the matter? Never tied up a captive before?
Give it a rest, old man. You'll make a better guide than a captive. Otherwise, the human makes a meal of us, and nobody wins.
A strange lot indeed. And... oh, my God, a foul-smelling one to boot.
Ugh, don't remind me. Sorry, but you'll have to bear with us.
Don't mind me.
If the charges prove false, you should be cleared. Still, we'll have to find a new head to be judged for the competition.
Then we'll just find whoever's actually behind it and have their head instead. Let's contact Barden tomorrow, but we'll keep quiet about Heismay. Can't tell if we can trust the guardsman yet.
What are we going to do with Heismay tonight? We can't exactly set him up at the inn.
Steady on. You're not leaving me to watch our bounty alone.
Fine. Then Nurus and I can both watch him tonight. Better us than risking our candidate, I suppose.
Never would have guessed that the bounty hunting was part of this plan to take the throne. And further, you've a Lady of the Knighthood with you. Not to mention command of a gauntlet runner. I sense there's more to this story, hmm?
His voice as well, it's so... like, you wouldn't expect that voice from a creature that small and cutie. It's like Riku from Xenoblade 3. Raptor Louis? Yeah, I'm not gonna say that just in case, long story.
It's a long story.
Who
It
knows?
was even stranger that the youngest of you is the actual candidate. Still, I suppose I can see why they'd put their trust in you. But now the throne's in anyone's reach, eh? Suppose the king's magic wasn't just a myth. Well, hardly matters to an old codger like me. No telling if I'll even live to see the next king crowned.
This is all jolly cheerful. And I'm to be stuck between these two old goats the whole night.
Don't blame me, lad. You volunteered.
Those are some sharp ears. We should probably watch our words in here.
What a terrible day. I hope Nurus and the others are okay. All we can do now is get some rest, and we'll be ready for tomorrow. Huh.
What you want to know?
No new info?
Gone to shite, this has. I'm in trouble now.
Evidently.
So it begins with rumors of safety during a Sandflesh, and thus the trap is already set. Whatever the case, Heismay is safely in our custody. The others will stand vigil over him, so let us rest while we can.
Gone to shite, this has.
True. I wonder where this is going to go. Can I drink again? Nice. I'll turn Reeve this time instead of Mag. Oh well. Ugh, that would be kind of disgusting. Getting the taste of metal in your drink and then you find a coin inside of it. Ugh. Should I turn in for the day? I'm going to save first. Now we can go to bed.
Good night.
Rest well.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
I dreamed we were being chased around by a horde of giant sandworms. I barely got any rest at all. I hope Heismay behaved himself in the Gauntlet Runner. We should go check on him later. We also need to get some information out of Barden. But how do we even bring it up?
Are you awake? Barden just sent word. A few children disappeared in the night.
There we go. Heismay is quite literally not the culprit.
Wait, but Heismay's in the Gauntlet Runner, right?
Unless he got out. We should go check.
If he's still bound there, that basically proves he's innocent. But if he's not, we need to get to the runner, quick! Where's
Oh,
Stroll?
no.
Speak, man. Are you all right? Where's Heismay? What happened here? Oh, he reeks of alcohol. Nurus, you old sot! Don't tell me you drank yourself to sleep.
Heismay was blathering on about some things I found rather unnerving. So I A little sup of the spirits to calm the nerves.
Wow. What a mess.
You witless! Maybe some cold water will wake you up, and if that water's not fixed yet, you're really in it! Ah!
Oh, he's still here. Okay.
Now, what's all the commotion?
Ah, that was it. He kept scaring me, so I stuffed him into the lavatory to shut him up.
He says that like it makes sense. Does it make sense to you?
Does he drive like that?
He doesn't drink and drive, does he?
If you dare touch a single drop on the road, I'll toss you off the runner's back myself!
Anyway, one thing's for sure. Heismay was tied up the whole time, so he never set foot outside, right?
Oh, look at him, he's so cute. Looking straight into my soul.
What's all this about frightening Neurus? I cannot imagine you suddenly felt compelled to share ghost stories.
I heard some strange sounds last night. I could tell they were footsteps, but not any I recognized. If it had anything to do with the disappearance of the residents, it could prove my innocence. That's why I spoke up.
I don't think he's lying. With all that fog, I couldn't find the source of the footsteps, but I found plenty of something else. Children's shoes. It was after midnight. No time for children to be out and about. I had the shoes checked at the guard station, and it looks like they belong to the missing children.
Then 'tis likely those footsteps belong to your true culprit.
But the guard said no one left town last night.
Nobody left? But that must mean the culprit is...
Still inside the town.
Inside the town?
Logically, yes.
If that's the case, I'd like to talk to Barden, but how much of this should we share with him?
If you ask me, it's time to lay out all you know. Taking me with you might help your case too.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. To bring you before the very man responsible for the bounty on your head. I trust I need not illustrate the risk.
Risk or not, the real culprit's likely one of their own. If you hide me, they'll accuse you of harboring a known criminal. You all had it right. It's time I faced reality. A life on the run leaves no room for me to truly mourn my son.
Heismay.
Whatever the case, let's meet with Barden.
Well, I must say I couldn't hope you'd capture him so swiftly.
Something wrong? You don't look well. Got a face like you've just stumbled upon a dead man.
No, it's nothing. Just surprised you caught him.
Aye, you have my thanks. Clearly we were right to trust you. You'll get your payment in full.
Before that, I want to ask you one question. Why was Heismay the only suspect in this case?
One of the guard witnessed him firsthand. Go on, Morris, tell him.
Oh, just happened to be Morris, huh? What a coinkydink.
On the night of the kidnappings, I spotted a Ujif bolting into the wilderness. Several times. No mistaking a squat figure like that. I'm telling you, what are the chances of there being two Ujif brigands in the area?
What did you say?
Strange. I don't recall the kidnapper's tribe being listed on the bounty poster. Even the captain seemed surprised, yet you alone knew this.
So he's an asshole and also incompetent. Love to see it.
He's obviously our culprit.
Most strange. Heismay was already in our custody yesterday. In other words, the kidnappings of last night cannot be his doing.
Is this true?
Captain, I'm one of yours, aren't I? You're not gonna trust this little red-eyed bastard over me, are you?
There's also the testimony from the guard at the gate. He reported no one coming or going from the city.
You scabby bounty hunters think you can mock the guard corps like this? Just take your damn blood money and get the hell out of here!
Fine, fine. Keep your hair on. We'll get to the bottom of this eventually.
Is there a problem here? Barden, may I interrupt?
No problem, ma'am.
Was that? Did you hear it, lad?
No?
No, I didn't hear anything.
Now I see your game, you fiends.
What? He's gone!
Heismay!
Find him! Secure the exits! Don't let him escape!
No good. He's nowhere to be found. What's gotten into Heismay?
I got the impression he sensed something. If he'd meant to escape, he would have done it yesterday.
He must have heard the kids. They're being kept here. What? Is... Okay.
I think Barden's innocent in all this. The real scumbag here is Morris, his second in command.
Quite
He framed
obviously,
Heismay
yes.
with a false eyewitness testimony. Must have figured an exiled Ujif would be a perfect scapegoat.
So Morris, a would-be guard of the people, has been kidnapping the residents and selling them off.
Could be. And there's also those footsteps that old Heismay heard in the night.
Nuris is bound to have sobered up by now, right? Let's see how things are outside, and get back to the runner.
I think the kids are being kept at the castle. Now, whether Lady
you
Joanna
here
knows of
yet?
that or not,
I didn't take you as the sort to fall so hard into your cups.
that's another story. But I think they're being kept at the castle, and Lady Joanna might be a bit of a scummier scumbag than Morris.
Well, an icy bath like that would freshen anyone up.
And tell us again what happened last night. It may be our only clue to tracking down the real culprit.
Ah, bloody hell. Yes, it's coming back a bit. It wasn't just Heismay's reports that shook me. No, I saw something. It was right after I slung Heismay into the bathroom. Out the window, I saw some massive shadow moving through the fog. It wasn't any beast or man of this world. It was a dark messenger, I tell you. A specter from the very bowels of hell. It was like the horrors of every fairy story from my schoolboy days sprung to Stygian life. I was shaken, chums. Shaken to my core. I cried out for help, grabbed for something to steady myself, and all I found was the bottle.
There, you're all right now.
Even if there is some monster behind this, how would it connect with Morris? I don't see why he would be compelled to hide this to the extent of framing Heismay.
True. Let's try investigating the lady's old castle. Heismay's bound to have a reason for bolting off like that.
No good. They said they haven't found Heismay yet, so they can't remove the blockade from the exit gate. Sounds like he's got them on a wild goose chase.
Hi.
What of our plans then? Should we just sneak in? Oh, there, over here. That sounds
Evidently.
like Barden. Tis coming from over there. Is he calling for us?
Huh?
Why is Heismay with you? The guard at the gate said they had not found him yet. I'm the captain of the guard, and I have a responsibility to the truth. You know, to know and uphold it. That's all this is about.
What folly.
Could have avoided all this trouble if you just lopped my head off to start with, oddballs, the lot of you. Why did you run off so
The
suddenly?
truth is,
I did some investigating inside. The moment Lady Joanna cracked the door to the room, I heard the sound of a child scream. I knew it. And Lady Joanna is, well, she is childless. Oh God, no. Oh. Whatever you heard, it cannot have been her own family. No child could get into such a heavily guarded castle unnoticed. Your kidnapper has to be within these walls. My money's on Morris being the weasel. He lied to our faces, trying to get us to walk into a human's jaws. And he succeeded. We definitely walked on to its jaws and out his ass.
It's absurd.
Morris? No, that's absurd. I cannot suffer him to kidnap any more innocent children. Please, will you help me put an end to this evil? If nobody else to turn to. Of course, after all, if we can't use your head for the competition, we'll need a replacement anyway. That's grim. We're in, right, Silas? Yep.
Huh?
Of course we'll help you.
I'm in your debt.
And so?
Seemed to us like no kidnapper could get victims into the castle on our watch, not under all our noses. But there was an old underground tunnel that even the castle guards don't know about it, and Heismay's the man who found it. There'd be plenty of places to hide hostages down there. Morris may have known about it as well. Right under the lady's mansion, that's bold. Okay, let's get to work then. You should be able to get there from Blindwell Alley at the end of the Cattle Racket Road. I've got to return to my post, but I'm counting on all of you. A well leading to an underground channel. Everyone's already headed to Blindwell Alley, and we can get there by following Cattle Racket Road, so let's go there when you're ready. Good idea! For next episode, I've done a couple of very, very long ones. And this was meant to be like a 30 to 45-ish minutes per episode thing. So yeah, I think we're fine leaving it here. Also kind of a cliffhanger. Find out who's the kidnapper next time. Bye!